So you just got a new idea for a Mario Maker level. You run all your ideas through the editor, incorporating as many enemies and power-ups as you possibly can. You spend countless hours trying to make one of the best levels of your ability and possibly in the game. You are working on a level that you think many people will enjoy. Now, it's time to upload it. Your level is finally uploaded now, so you go to bed, wake up, and then check your level to see how good it is doing. Only to see that it doesn't even have any plays. This is a major problem with the Super Mario Maker 2 algorithm. And until Nintendo fixes this, I have some tips and secrets behind getting your levels to the Mario Maker leaderboards. But first, we will have to talk about many different factors, such as what kind of levels should you make, how to properly advertise your levels, and of course, make your levels stick out from others. I have plenty of experience with this, as I have a few viral levels myself. So remember to like and subscribe, share this video on all social media platforms so we can get as many people as possible to know how they could make popular levels themselves. So without further ado, let's get right into it. You are in the editor starting from scratch, and you are probably thinking to yourself, what kind of level should I make? Traditional levels are simple and fun to play and have tons of accessibility in Super Worlds, but unfortunately they are not popular level material, and here's why. When people go to the popular tab, they are looking for the most creative out of the bunch. They are looking for levels that have a fun gimmick, are fast paced, or even exciting to play. While traditional levels are still well designed and really fun, there are much better options for you out there when it comes to creativity. There are tons of different style levels that you will see on the leaderboards, but here are some of the top ideas. Make a themed level that recreates a different game. This is a great way to get people interested in a level, since they will have a chance to play something that is very similar to a previous game they have played. Some of my top levels are recreations of games like Mario Kart and Luigi's Mansion. These will most likely earn an instant like for most people. This is the same reason why music levels get extremely popular too. Players are reminded of their favorite tracks from either games they have played or actual music. I mean, come on, that was awesome. If any of this is too difficult for you, however, try making a fast-paced platforming level. These get so much recognition because players like a level that they can beat quickly, as this can feel much more rewarding to finally make it to the flagpole. By fast-paced, no, I do not mean refreshing levels. Oh my gosh, you don't understand the frustration of seeing half the leaderboard being refreshing levels. They all do the same thing too. I mean, just look at this. So for this reason, to help the creators that are actually putting effort into their levels and not making levels that have a side effect of a seizure, we now have the Boo Police. So we will basically be arresting every refreshing level and throwing it into jail. Since once you boo a level, it can drop pretty easily on the leaderboard. So link for the Booing Refreshing Levels server will be in the description. Please join it, I'm literally begging you. It will be so helpful for upcoming creators. Anyways, you could also make a puzzle level that is exciting once you complete one of the puzzles. Just know, if they can't figure one of them out, they probably won't continue with the level and won't give it a like either. Any of these level ideas are leaderboard material, no doubt, So now that you have chosen a type of level to make, let's move on to the next step. First of all, when making your level, you should always make it off the dock. The controls are so much easier to handle than the funky TV mode controls. Please listen to me on this one if you don't already do this. All my levels were made off the dock. Now, difficulty is also a key factor. You should try to make your levels either easy or normal difficulty because you'll have a higher chance of getting a like from them if they are able to beat it. Not saying that you can't still make good levels with the harder difficulties, it will just be a lot harder to have a good like to play ratio. The length of your level is just as important. You want to try to keep it as short as possible, with the world record being at most maybe a minute and 30. Short and sweet are the best types of levels for the leaderboards, as you can see. Ah yes, decorations. You always want to include some decor to make your level look nicer. So what could you use to decorate? Here's a short level I put together. This is how it looks before I added any decorations. As you can see, nothing really special, and it actually looks quite bad. After using some simple decorating techniques, look at how different this level looks. This shows how much of a difference decorating your levels can make. Well, semi-solids are going to be your best friend, as they are great to cover up empty space and overall give your level a complete background. Vines can also be good to spice things up and give your level a living feel. And lastly, make sure you fill the level with ground to give it a more complete feeling. I also encourage you to sprinkle in some different blocks and items to give your design a lot more pizzazz. Just so everybody knows, these are not the only ideas to decorate your levels, as there are so many different ideas out there, but these are some of the simplest, as all of them will instantly make your level better. Okay, now for playtesting. I have found a really effective trick to prevent cheese, soft locks, and overall make your level a ton better. I used this technique for my recent level that now has around 20,000 plays, so I definitely recommend that you use it in yours too. So what you want to do is get someone to test your level by going into multiplayer versus, making a private room, then go ahead and select the level you are looking to test in My Courses. Exchange friend codes if you haven't already so they can join your room, and then from here they can play test your level. All you need to do is wait for that 3-second counter to count down, and when it's over, just give up so you will not interfere with the level if it isn't meant for multiplayer versus. And then from here, just take notes based off how they play your level. If you see something that just didn't work right, wasn't supposed to happen, or that you just wanted to change, just like this situation, you can then go back in the editor and change it afterwards, so then it works properly. Then you just have to test it one more time, and look at that, now it works how it's supposed to. As you can see, it can be extremely helpful to see somebody different play your level than yourself, because they might think to play it different and discover something that you wouldn't have known before. You have finally finished making your level, and now you have to upload it. This is exactly like the YouTube process when uploading a video. So when choosing a thumbnail, you want to choose something that will show exactly what you are getting the player into. Avoid rushing and just setting your thumbnail as a pipe and a couple of blocks or something. If your thumbnail isn't that inspiring, players might not feel a need to play that level, even though there might be something amazing hidden behind it. Every time you go to save your level, it will take a quick screenshot of your stage, and whatever your screen is on at that moment will be set as your thumbnail when you go to upload your course. Maybe a set of words, an exciting part of the level, or even pixel art. These are all thumbnails that would pop out and get you the most plays and likes on your levels. For pixel art, all you have to do is search up for a type of pixel art online related to your level and copy block by block of it. Just be careful. I would choose a simple option as you don't have that many blocks of space for a thumbnail. As you can see, I am making pixel art for my Luigi's Mansion level, so I decided to make a boo to fit the theme of a jump scare level, so the player knew what they were getting into when they saw the thumbnail. Top creators clearly know what they are doing, as they have some of the best thumbnails out there. Titles, yes, titles. These are just as important as the thumbnail, because if your title is too bland, nobody will be interested, just like on YouTube. Make sure there are no spelling errors, as this could come across as not caring. Try to use some capital letters and maybe even some symbols, which will easily catch the player's attention. Just remember to be as creative as possible when coming up with a name, because anything that sounds good or catchy will probably get an instant play. Keep this in mind. I would much rather play this level than this one. Now that you have your level uploaded, here are a few things about the Mario Maker 2 algorithm that you are going to want to hear. So currently, there are so many levels being backed up and being shot out to the database that is actually 2 whole days behind. So that means all the levels you are viewing at recent are 2 days earlier posted. This means that your level takes 2 days to actually get into people's feed to play. This is absolutely crazy, but there are some ways to manipulate the system so your level doesn't get stuck in this black hole. So first of all, you need to get your level out there, and what I mean by getting your level out there is advertising it, of course. If you are aiming for the leaderboards, you will want the like to play ratio to be as high as possible, because the levels with the most likes out of approximately 100 will instantly make the leaderboards. Here are some screenshots of when my levels first made it to the leaderboards, and notice how high the like to play ratios are. Now it's time to go over some ways you can advertise yourself to get these high like to play ratios. The first method is to participate in Reddit level exchanges. So here all you have to do is provide a detailed description about the level. Just remember, this is the level exchange, so if you want the people to actually play your level, you have to play theirs too. Joining a Discord server can also be extremely helpful for exchanging levels, as you will get tons of feedback in return, just like the Reddit. So if you want to join my Discord server that has a level code sharing channel, the link will be in the description. You should really join it, guys. And now for probably one of the best ideas out of all 3, which is to go to Twitch. So from here, you're going to want to sort the Super Mario Maker 2 streams from low to high. This way, you get the people with less viewers to play your levels. Then all you gotta do is click on a random stream, but make sure they are doing viewer levels. All you have to do from here is submit your level using the correct !add command, wait patiently, and they will get to your level eventually. Probably one of the most annoying things for a viewer to do is beg for them to play their level. This will probably lead to you being banned, so you do not want to do this. Okay, so they finally got to your level, so remember to wish them good luck and compliment them based on what they're doing good. See, I just gave him my compliment, and look at his face after it. This is exactly the type of viewer you would want. So he just finished the level, so make sure to put GG in the chat and thank him for playing. Hopefully you get that precious like you wanted too. Now that we are finished discussing all the tips and tricks you need to know, let's look at this Luigi's Mansion level for example. We will check how many of the tips and tricks from this video that follows. Well, first of all, it is a recreation of the game Luigi's Mansion, of course, that's why it's called Luigi's Mansion. It includes creative gimmicks that go throughout the level, just like this one. Just be aware of a jump scare. It has music from Luigi's Mansion at the end. It also includes some simple puzzles. It has a decently high clear rate, is also not too long lengthwise. It has decent decoration for a night-themed level. It has been play tested by other players. It has a pixel art thumbnail along with a title that sounds good. It has been advertised in many ways. And of course, it had a strong like to play ratio when it first hit the leaderboards. As you can see, this level pretty much follows all of these steps, and look how popular it is now. I mean, come on, even Blue Television Games himself played my level. Anyways, under the influence of all these tips and tricks, I'm currently standing at 121st in the regional rankings for all-time maker points with around 15,000. I also have around 47,000 likes and 2 levels with at least 50,000 plays. I would consider that being pretty successful, so hopefully these tips and tricks can help you be successful too. But anyways, thanks so much for watching this video. Sorry it took so long to get out there. Hopefully this helps some people struggling to get likes and plays on their levels. You definitely don't need to use all these tips to get more plays, but the more the better. Remember to like and subscribe so we can hit 1,000 subscribers. Share this video on all social media platforms. Join the Discord server for level exchanges. And have fun building your next level. You never know, your level might become the next best thing in Mario Maker 2 that everyone will talk about for ages to come. See you next time.